Okay, so we're back again. Let's go back to Karkom. That's where we stopped yesterday. The Karkom is a gematria of Mansapach. Mansapach is gematria 280. La'alo, so what does this do for us? So these are sweetened dinim, right? That's what they say. The sweetened dinim. What do they do? They're able to manales that's Karkom. Gematria of Mansapach. La'alos netzach the nitzutzim we call Noga debir. Then he goes through a count. So he says the count is Mishko, Shisha, Aser, Money. So the count is what Shisha, Aser. Shisha, Aser used to be 10, sorry, 16 rather. Shisha, Aser, Money. So what are we doing there with these 16? So he says when you take the word Mona, let me see if I got this right. Mona is 95 with the Kolel. It gives you back the Malchus again, which is what he said was Akel Adni. So he says it gives the gematria of this. So then so that's it. So he says Mishka Shisha Misha Shisha Asim Mane. So the concept of Mane is once again, I guess you bring it up from the bottom. Not sure, but he said say what. So he just that's his measure. So Karkum goes. All this goes along with Karkum. Karkum is Matzapach. Bring up Netzach, and he said when you make the count of 16, Shisha Aser. And the word mone, once it said, is like the kli, the vessel that holds it. I guess I would say why you call it el keel adni. It has the same value as that. Going on, so now this is kli. I really don't know how to piece it all together. It takes some time to practice on this. So he says a coast. That's the next thing. It's a gematria of the three Havayas. So it's one gematria 169. I think we added up. It worked out. So then it says Shneim also. So that one now we're going to have 12 in it. So there are 12 letters here. He says Osish Shorsham. That is the roots of these. We want to go. We want to say we want to bring this coast. This coast has the ability to bring in these asam, so to speak, avsagama. And then he says that that's where they are. Their Shneim also are the roots of them. Osish Shorsham, the Sakin Yud Beis Gabuli Aklachom. Olam Sheshoshesis Basag that flows into Sag. Now, I unfortunately don't know that. If you do, let me know. The Yud Beis Gavuli Alachsonia Olam. Now, Alachson is a diagonal. So so it sounds like it's the boundaries. I'm not sure exactly what we mean. And he said, whatever that is, it flows into Sag. And he shows us Sag. What does this process do? La'alos chochma de nitzutzim ekol noga debir. So all of this, these osios are the three roots, he says, which are 12 letters. Somehow these 12 letters represent, he's using the word alaksone, olam. It's just, I haven't run into that before. So he says, and he shows you Sag. And then this combination, he says, of understanding this flow is going into Sag, is going to elevate Chochma, the Nitzutz, to call Noga Deviyah. I'm going to go with Kalupa. Now, in the Tiv, they made a point of saying that Kalupa is not Kalipa. I'm not sure why they said that, why the Rav said that, but at any rate, Kalupa is, I'm not sure what it is, but it's whatever it is, it has a gematria of Erech. Once again, I'm at a loss as to say what Erech means. I know I've seen it before, it's 221, but I don't know. So he said, Kalupa is Shlosha, you get three. So he says, what is this? 3 Roshim Shabo. There were 3 Roshim on the Kalupa. I don't know exactly what it is. La'alos Bina, and what does it have the ability to do? But this is what you need to know at this point, until we run into this. Has the ability to alos bina the nitzutzim mikol noga to bring up bina of the nitzutzim of all of the noga, the bina. Move a little faster because I see we're running late. So the next one is kinamon. So kinamon is he says is zeranpen. I'm not sure how that got here. Kinamon zeranpen is tisha. He says tisha midosov. It's 9. It refers to the 9 midos of zeranpen, which I assume is Chabad Chagat 9. La'alos hod, and it has the ability, this kinon, which is the gematria, he says zeranpen, say that word, and it's able to be la'alos hod, then it's supposed to be called Noga Debiyah. Then he goes to Barish Karshina Tisha Kabe Yen Kefrisen Sin Talasa. So he says then Kefrisen. Then there's three of them. Kefrisen Sin. I'm not sure what that is exactly either. And Noga Debiyah Bekabim Talasa. And then there are three Kab. Haim Kof Aleph Ayin Kabim Kamisbar. He says if you count them up, he says I don't know exactly how he did it. So he says it comes out to be, look, if you count them out, Imakol Haim Kof Ayin Kabim Kamisbar. So Kamisbar Akia, like the Misbar of Akia. So let's go back and see what he said. He said previously, he says there were Kinoman is 9, Borish Kishino is Tisha Kabim, that's 18. Yinka Friesen is 3, that's 21. And then he says Bakabin Talasa, so then I don't know how you do that. He says Him Kof Aleph Kabim Kamisbar. So how you got that? Because when they made the Kabin Talasa, I'm not sure. But let's say what he says should be Yisod Tavuna. This is found, this Ekia is found once again in the Yisod Tavuna. Vim Lo Matza Yen Kefrisen. Let's say you can't find Yen Kefrisen. He said maybe Chamar. So he says, what is Chamar? It's the YayinAmishumer should be Yisod Tavuna. So once again, there's a deeper idea that we're really missing something. He said the Yisod of Tavuna, now this word Chamar, I don't know, it's a gematria 248. So he says, what is, well, 248 is a big number. So Yain Mishumer, this is the guarded wine, the kept wine, should be soda tavuna. That's in the soda tavuna. I guess it holds back. If you can't get Yank and Friesen, you have to get this Hamar, and speaks about that. Then he says it's Chivor, which is white, which is, I guess he's talking about once again, that maybe the Hamar is white. So why is it white? Because it represents these chasadim, which are, he said, it's mishumar. So it's something that doesn't show itself. Because chivar atik. So that's what it is, atik. Chivar atik. So he said bina melech domis. He said make a gematria tidal melech. So this is going back to the 5 kings versus the 4 kings. In Daled Osios shall rova. Now, what we're doing here is, let's read just the bold print. He says, Chivar Atik. I guess these are the Chasadim. Then he says, Melech Stomas, which very bitter. It comes out to be Tida, a Melech, which had to do with the war with the Sodom. Maybe it has something to do with the Melech over there. Im Dalad Osir shall Rova, and add on the Dalad letters that come with the word Rova. Rova is 3 letters. So I'm not sure exactly how that goes, but Im Dalad Osir shall Rova. What's Rova? Shein Kocha Elebe Enayim. Now this whole thing is just to be learned somewhere else. I just don't know it. Because it has this Rova, this Melech Tidal. I don't know if it's Melech Tidal. In Adal Osir shall Rova with these 4 letters. They make this number. It's a number. It's 272. So exactly what it is, don't know. She'ein kocha elebe einayim. It has only its strength comes only from the eyes of Rachel. Shishura dalad midos, which has a shear of dalad midos, the eyes of Rachel. The Zer Anpin. So what are the dalad midos of Zer Anpin? Is he talking about the Nehim of Zer Anpin that we talk about? L'simosim chas b'sholom, and to be able to blind them, God forbid, be a common lahatish kocha, and have the idea to be able to weaken the power. Now, once again, I guess this is attacking. There's so much missing. I was hoping I was going to get it from the what we call it, the what's that? I keep flashing on the name of this. The Kudus but it really the Kudus just follows along the Rav. So he said Mala Oshan. So then Mala Oshan, this one is Orders Sha'adim Oisib Olam Hazeh Kol Shahu Mitzaref Numeruva. So you have some element, whatever amount of this Mala Oshan, which is really our efforts, is order the Sha'adim. Sha'adim Osib Olam Hazit, it's our Hasrodas. Kolshu, any effort you make in this direction, I guess. Rabbi Nassan above the Omer of keep us a Yarden, also keep us a Yarden. And here we're coming to the end of the Pirush. The rest is academic. We can read it and try to fit it in. So this had Rabbi Nassan above the Omer of keep us. So the word keep us, a gematria 500. And he says a gematria Yud Pa Mem Hey Yud, the Yud Pa Mem Hey Hey. If you do that, it comes out to the gematria of 250. So how it is that he says that it's 500, Kipas is 500. So it's 2 times these two. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Maybe it works like we saw earlier, that some of it goes to, that it goes into Zir Anpin, and then all of it goes back into the Nukva, and therefore it's doubled. Maybe that's possible. Don't know. Next one is Hayardain, is Gematria Eser Havayas. Comes out to be Gematria 269. I said 269. Let's see. He says 260. So 260 makes 10 is 10, and you have another 9 here. Im Dalit Osias Shorsham, together with the 4 letters of their root, which is that, which is 264. I'm not sure exactly how we work that out. Kol Shehi Im Nasin Ba Devash Pasalo V'Im Kisa Acham Ekal Sabanachon Chayv Misa. So that's really it for the Rashash. And I say go out and practice it. Try to put it together. The more we do it, the more we'll be able to see if we could find ways to fit it in, and maybe we'll find out there some of these other hidden ideas. Okay, so we'll go over to the Sifra.